Hello! In this tutorial we're going to be learning about gobos. Basically a gobo is a spotlight with a built-in shadow caster using a PNG graphic. It saves geometry, it saves RAM, it saves clock cycles, etc, etc. And I'm just going to show you how to do it now. So I've got my quick scene set up here. It's basically just some browser assets that I've knocked together in 2 minutes, but it'll do the job for the purposes of this demonstration. So we're going to go in our Redshift menu here, go under lights and go for a nice spotlight, and then we're going to add a target tag to the spotlight. I'm going to click on the target tag and we're going to drag our armchair into the target object. And now we're going to, sorry, sometimes the render preview goes a bit mental, as it just did a moment ago. And now we have our armchair targeted, and we're going to move the spotlight just so that you can see it in action. And there we go. There's our spotlight targeting our chair, which is nice. So we just want to add our gobo now. So we're going to go in here into the object, color, texture, and click the folder icon. Select our blind silhouette.png. So the gobo relies on just flat geometry to create the shadows. This is a PNG black to tell the gobo to knock out the black, and transparent areas to tell it where to shine the light through it. Really, really easy. And you can do this with anything. You can make your own, you can download them, they're great. So open that. That should take effect straight away. Yeah, it's blocking out all the light. By the way, the reason for the big thick borders on that was just to give me a little bit more control about where I wanted to place the gobo. Obviously, this represents the wall which the window sits within. It's not always necessary to have big thick borders on your gobo, just in case you were thinking that. But personally, I find it helpful. Sometimes it's not helpful. You know, it depends on the gobo you're using. But just to bear that in mind as well. So yeah. And here we go. Let's cancel that. And now, so we've got our spotlight set up, pointing at our chair. It's got its gobo in there. The next thing we want to do is hit our details tab. Our cast shadow is obviously checked, because if it wasn't checked we wouldn't be getting the chair shadow, and that would look a bit odd. Then we want to hit our softness and turn that up a bit, and we'll hit softness of X gobo, and you can just dial that up and down as you see fit. And so now the spotlight is kind of shining at a specific angle. What I want to do is I want to cover this whole area with the blind, whatever those horizontal things that make up the individual components of the blind. I don't know if they're just called individual blinds, but anyway, whatever. We will just adjust the cone in our light under object tag and then the cone angle, and we go whoosh like that, and all of a sudden we've got a nice atmospheric gobo that's covering everything, and it looks like a nice summer's day. But the one thing that's missing now is the light's a little bit too harsh, so let's dial down the color to a nice yellow, and we've got a nice warm summer's day vibe. That's probably a bit too yellow, I'd say. About there. And now we'll just dial up the softness a little bit. And yeah, we've got a nice bit of atmosphere, you know, a nice bit of atmosphere, and you can do that with whatever you like, whatever gobos you want. Normally they're used for interiors, but you can use them for other things as well. And so yeah, that's how gobos work in Cinema 4D with Redshift. If you have enjoyed this tutorial or found it useful, please do feel free to like and subscribe. All the best with your creative journey. I'll catch you in the next one. Namaste. Bye bye.